You want a lot of social media?
My phone, my lifeline.
So you gotta have a tag, you
phone
gotta
is
have
my
Instagram,
lifeline.
you gotta have a Snapchat, you gotta have a POS.
You got it. You got it.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You got it.
No, I don't.
You got it.
No, I don't.
So how you know I'm online?
No, I don't. All that I need is right here. See that? All that I need is right here.
Hello, my name is Dwight Gillespie, and you are watching Trash TV Review. And we welcome you here. We welcome your comments. If you'd like to, please like, subscribe, and by all means, share the videos. This is my book, which is out now. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com. You can get it at amazon.com. It's a memoir. It's a great book. I highly recommend it, obviously. This is Trash TV Review, and in this particular podcast, we review trash TV, mostly Maury and the Steve Wilkos Show. Two of my favorites. I really do enjoy these. I highly recommend them. They're very entertaining, but they're also very informative, and people really don't take it that way. And I've told this story many times. My ex-wife used to get upset because I'd watch this with my young son, and but it is informative because you can. A lot of times we can learn things by watching other people do really stupid shit, right? We can hopefully learn from their mistakes, even though we don't. It is possible to do that, right? And so we see these people going through these horrible things, making these really, really horrible mistakes and really horrible decisions, and continuing in that, in that vein in their lives. And it really is a way, we were talking about it before, to lead a very mediocre life. If you want to lead a really mediocre life, then get involved with people who bring you down, people who cheat on you, people who disrespect you, people who abuse you, either verbally or physically, because that is the key to leading a mediocre life. Another key is to have children born out of wedlock to people you don't really know and people who are ill-equipped to support them or raise them, all right? You want to lead a life. You make those mistakes, you make those horrible decisions, and don't learn from them. Keep making them. And that is the way you can guarantee yourself, at best, a mediocre life. You want to give yourself a chance, learn from these videos, learn what not to do. I had a very good friend who told me, he says, in life, you learn from every single person you meet. Everybody has something to teach you. And I believe that. Like, I learn from everybody I meet. And 95% of what you're going to learn from people is what not to do. Don't do this, right? Don't do this. You don't have to cut your arm off to find out that it hurts to cut your arm off and that it's a really bad thing. You can look at somebody else who cut their arm off and go, that looks pretty bad. I think I want to avoid that, But it doesn't have to be that extreme. The more subtle things are the harder lessons to learn. Like, yeah, I love him. You don't understand. I love him. What do you love, right? Anyway, let's get into this. This is Maury, and it's he cheated and gave me an STD. See, right off the bat, I love the title. I really do. And what more do you need? He cheated and gave me an STD. So let's see what this one's about. Again, I didn't watch this one all the way through. Sometimes I don't, because I like being surprised at the end, right? I want to be just as shocked as my audience and find it. Usually, though, we can pretty much figure these things out before they happen, but I've been wrong before. I'm not 100% on my guessing. About 80%, 85%, right? We should take a tally one time. That'd be nice. Can we do that? Yeah, I think we can. All right, here we go. Here we go. Without any further ado.
Ever heard of the expression, blinded by love?
There it is. That's my favorite too. Can't help who you love. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Again, if you're going to say that to me, I'm going to ask you the question, and some of you who've been watching these a lot know what the question is. What do you love about them? What do you love? Pros and cons. What do you love? All right?
Oh, I think we have. Everybody welcome April to the
Hello,
show.
April. Yay. Here's April. April looks pissed off, number one. She's also an attractive woman.
Unfortunately, fears her profound devotion to her fiancé,
Profound
Jay,
devotion.
may be causing her to
Jay, look at Jay. Jay's like, look at Jay. Jay's like, what the am I doing here? I can't believe I'm on the Maury show. This is just, can I get home? My girlfriend's waiting for me. That's the look he's got right there,
Signs that he is cheating. You see, Not only did April find a secret archive on his phone filled with photos and text messages from other women.
I don't know how to got there.
April is still furious over the fact that Jay gave her an STD.
And why wouldn't she be? Who wouldn't be pissed at that? Honey, I got an STD, and I think you gave it to me because I haven't been anybody else. Oh.
Not one, two.
Two.
We're gonna get
So she
to
didn't
that.
learn
But
from the
you
first
say he
one.
is
No,
a
she got
social
two.
media whore.
Social media whore. Any Facebook,
Social media whore.
Instagram.
I'm not. I gotta
PLF,
become
anything
one.
with a
We
face
gotta
and
make
an
this
ass
stuff
on
well.
That man gonna be on there.
Meanwhile, wasn't he with the girl at the same time that he started seeing you?
Do I look like a side piece? Do I look like a side
Well,
piece?
apparently you do.
How you with somebody else trying to be with me? Like, no.
But she allowed it.
About that.
Oh,
Right.
my God. Let me tell you, Maury.
Let me tell you,
We're at
Maury.
The social service office, we're applying for jobs.
Right.
And
Because every great relationship starts at the social service office, right? Which they're applying for jobs. So you're going to give your heart and your body and all this to a man with no job. Problem number one. Red flag number one. Wait a minute. When this goes back, we did. Oh, and I also want to mention real quick, we have another channel called Change Your Life, right? Which is very different than this one. And in the Change Your Life, the language is better, number one, right? We don't use F-bombs and stuff like that like we do over here. This is definitely more adult-oriented. But we also talk about those things that you can do to improve your life, to change your life, to really make it better. And one of the videos that I did over there was talking about making a checklist before you commit, right? That women, you don't have to give your up to every guy that comes along. And yes, but that's what he wants. It doesn't mean it's what you got to give him, right? You can have a checklist of men that you want to do this. Because let's say the ultimate does happen and he does knock you up. Are you having a child with a man who's capable of taking care of that child? And if you're going to get with a guy that you met at social service office who's maybe looking for a job, more like looking for disability or whatever, right? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do not commit to this person, right? If you have that child, they can't take care of it. You know, am I a side piece? Which means he was involved with another girl. So she's getting with a guy she knew, had no job, was involved with another woman, right? Like, why? You didn't love him the minute you met him, you know? Mildly attracted at best.
girl walks up to him, her son and him. Oh, Javaris. They go off to the side, start talking. I go upstairs, minding my business. Who is that, Javaris? Oh, that's my cousin. That's my cousin.
His cousin.
What? 2 weeks
my cousin.
later, we go to the bar, and I'm a nice-looking girl.
And the same girl shows up?
Yes. 2 weeks later, we go to the bar.
Now, I don't believe that she feels like she's a nice-looking girl. I think that she's probably extremely insecure, which is why people put themselves through this. Because she has to believe, well, this is the best I can do. That somewhere inside of her, she believes that this is what she deserves. Because if she didn't, she would move on. Like you would just say, you know what, this is better. This is what happens. And I talk about this a lot too. When you meet a healthy person and you're not healthy, that healthy person will say to you, it's been nice meeting you. I hope you get the help you so desperately need. Have a good life. And they leave and they don't call back. They don't make another date. They don't do this stuff, right? Unhealthy people go, I think I can change him. I think I can make this work. I can make him the man he really could be, you know? And like, I see the potential. And that's all bullshit. What you're doing is you're lowering yourself to that standard. And you're saying that this is the best I can do. Right? I'm going to have to make it work. I'm going to have to change him because I'm not capable of going out and getting somebody who is already at that level that I want to be at because I don't feel there either. And it really does go, look, I've lost a lot of weight recently, right? And one of the reasons is I want to start dating again, right? You know, I came out of a relationship and I want to be willing to give to someone what I expect to get. And I don't want to be, look, you know, I was unhealthy. I was a lot heavier than I am now. It's like 65 pounds heavier. And I want to be able to give what I'm getting. And in order to do that, I have to be willing to give. There's God rest his soul, Kevin Samuels. I don't know if you watch him. He's very controversial. I liked him. I like Kevin Samuels because he was very real. And he would tell people, if you're a 6, you're going to get a 6 at best. You know, you can't be a 6 and look for a 10. It just doesn't work that way. Because if a 10 is attracted, there's something wrong with that. You know, opposites don't really attract. Healthy people attract healthy people. Unhealthy people attract unhealthy people. And if you're in a relationship with a crazy person, I've said this so many times, if you're in a relationship with a crazy person, right, or a lunatic person, if you want to see who the craziest person in that relationship is, go and look in the mirror because that's the person who's keeping you with the mindset of you can't help who you love. Yeah, you can. You can. There's nothing in the U.S. Constitution that says you have to stay with this person no matter what, even if they're hurting you. You have to love them. No, you don't. You don't. You can choose who you love, right? Anyway, let's move on.
A guy touches my butt, so he gets mad. He's all hyphy, oh, what you doing, what you doing? She walks up, Javaris, are you okay? Are you all right? Are you all right? Yeah, you all right. Who are you? And isn't this the same girl that was in
See, this is that New York thing, too. I'm surprised she ain't taking her shoe off. Well, we talked about that in the last one. Get the earrings. I love that shit. Earrings come off. You get that here, man. I love it.
in the office? I don't understand. Like, what is the problem?
He explains that that's old news.
Old
That's old
news.
news.
That's old news, baby. Come on now. When are you going to get over that shit?
All right, let's talk about this secret archive that you
secret
found.
archive.
Right? So let's find out what's going on.
Secret archive. Let me show you.
Real
Come on.
quick. Pictures of Jay's private parts.
Right.
But I ain't got no pictures in my phone. Pictures of naked women.
Now, in fairness to Jay, maybe he's just interested. Maybe he thought he had a growth and he needed to look at it up close. It's very hard to see your own junk from that point of view. So maybe he was just taking different angles, right? Different shots, just to see if his junk was hurt. Who knows? Pictures of naked women? Well, why would he have pictures of clothed women? Explicit texts, just saying hello.
Come on now. Then he's just like, tickle me Elmo looking girls. Like, really?
Tickle me Elmo looking girl. I don't even know what that means, but I like it. I like it. Tickle me Elmo looking girls.
Girl twerking in his phone.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, he likes girls that twerk.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You and
What kind of a degenerate is he?
Yeah,
At the same job, right?
Yeah, making good money.
Pretty good money.
Good money.
Yes.
He was making good money.
And then all of a sudden, he quits that job and goes to another job
Quits
for
the
less.
job to go to another job. How do you quit a job where you get paid more money? You working in warm inside to go work a job where you're getting paid less money,
Right.
and you working out.
Right now, they were working together, which is why he quit that job. I'll tell you right now, because it wasn't just that he wanted to go other girls, right, and meet other girls. It's that he was spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with this woman. And he quit that job so that he didn't kill her, right? And in that way, I respect him for doing it. I guarantee, because I used to work with this guy. He was a supervisor where I worked. I used to work for the phone company here in New York. And like there was a female supervisor and this male supervisor, and he was the one, right? He won out over everybody else, and he got to her, right? Because every guy wanted to her, and he got to. But but her rule was that if you me, you got to take me home. She wasn't down to just at least for him. Apparently, she was a bunch of other dudes, but he was the one who won. He won over everybody else. So now this poor right had to drive to work with her every day. She wanted to take every break with him, go to every lunch with him, drive home with him. He couldn't get away from her, right? And he asked for different shifts, like tried to put the spin. Oh, well, they told me I got to work the night shift. No, they're not. You asked for it, mother. And she's in the same office, so she knew. Anyway, it's impossible. 24/7. Oh my God, blow my brains out, please. Somebody kill me.
Outside all day hanging Christmas lights.
Then there was
Hanging
a woman
Christmas lights.
apparently was around him.
Yeah.
And attacked him.
Yeah, he was
Attacked
attacked.
him.
And
Attacked.
I went to the hospital. To make sure.
Some girl beat the piss out of him, finding out that he was f***ing around. Yeah. What do you mean you got a girlfriend?
He was all right. I was there by his bedside, and I want to know the truth. I want to know what the hell happened that day. And
Yeah. She starts out saying that she cared about him. Then she says, I wanted to know the truth, which is really why she went there. Why did this hit you?
I went through his tablet, and I found
I went through it.
Then
That's right.
You went to the doctor.
'Cause that's how
You
trust
weren't
works.
Feeling too good. And what did the doctor find?
Doctor said
What?
twice.
So then Jay, Javaris, he had a confession to make about that, right? What was the confession?
That it was the girl who stabbed him. It was the girl who attacked him.
The girl who attacked him gave him an STD by accident. I love this. That's right up there with, I don't know, honey, maybe we got it from the toilet seat or the doorknob in the bathroom.
Because he admitted to
That
having.
it was only oral sex. Who gets STD from oral sex? I mean, come on now. She gave him oral sex, and that's how he came up with these two STDs.
And finally, before I bring him out,
How does she not believe that?
this is what hurt you the most.
Oh, what?
You
There's more. This wasn't even it. Then there's something even worse that hurt you the most.
unfortunately had a miscarriage
That's horrible.
with two of them. And you had to go to the hospital because
my baby was not fully developed.
Right.
And I had to get a DNC done.
Right.
And I had to
That's
go
horrible.
into anesthesia.
And he
I was there for 12 hours.
and he wasn't there.
I found out as I was laying there under anesthesia that this man was texting girls trying to meet up with them while I'm getting our baby taken out of me.
Taken.
Everybody.
And I got to tell you, out of all of this, that's a horrible story. You know, I've been through that. My second wife and I, we lost a baby, our first child that we were having. We lost, and then we lost the last one as well. You know, and that was a result of a car accident. But I know that feeling, and she's right. Like that's even more reprehensible than getting the STDs. But you know, you got to be surprised that it even came to that. Like 2 STDs, 2 times. Anyway, here we go. Here comes Javaris, I think his name is. God bless. Again, I'd be up here cheering because I love these guys. Because I love the oblivious watch. I guarantee he's oblivious. I don't know what you're talking about, Maury. I'm a good guy. I love it.
Here's the man you're devoted
Here
to.
he is,
Here is
devoted
Jay.
to.
Jay, come on out.
Boo! She's booing. She's booing. Is she gonna go home tonight and cook him dinner? Yo, what's up, Maury? How you doing?
You love this woman.
Yes, I do.
You
Sure.
won't be with this woman.
Yes, I do, Maury.
I
You won't
do.
be with anybody else.
If you love me, then why do you do the stuff that you do?
I
Jay?
what?
Why do
Baby, I don't know what
treat
you're
me like that,
You don't
Jay?
give me no type of attention. You don't give me no type of attention whatsoever.
But hey, he does it because she don't give him no type of attention.
How
Listen,
come
you
not? If
don't-
you
you
love
don't-
me,
It's
you
her
would not be
fault.
sitting, yo, other females. You would not be doing that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't never sent no pic.
Oh, you on a lot of social media?
My phone, my lifeline.
So you gotta have a tag, you
phone
gotta
is
have
my
an
lifeline.
Instagram, you gotta have a Snapchat, you gotta have a POS.
You got it. You
No,
got
I
it.
don't. No, I don't.
You got it.
No, I don't.
You got it.
No, I don't.
So how you know I'm online?
No, I don't. All that I need is right here. See that? All that I need is right here.
Yeah, that's the
All
beginning
that I
of the
need is right
relationship.
here.
All of that is the beginning of the relationship. That don't mean nothing. Come on now.
Right here.
So you're
Baby,
not
you
cheating.
know I love you.
No, Maury.
How about that private archive?
That I had no clue I even.
God,
Look at
God,
all that.
yeah.
Look at all that you got on there.
Maury, I don't know nothing about none of the explicit text.
I don't know nothing about none of that.
I never sent any
So
pictures.
there wasn't no
I never
girl.
sent any
There wasn't
pictures
no
of my
girl
private part
There
whatsoever.
wasn't no girl twerking in your phone.
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
There wasn't no
Yeah,
girl.
but
Why?
she
She's
sent that to me
twerking.
as we
But
was
y'all
broke
didn't,
up on the break.
but y'all didn't have sex though.
You were on a break and a girl attacked you.
Yes, Maury.
Right. And you
Out of the
say
blue.
this girl, okay, you
even
finally
know
had, you had oral sex with her. That was all.
That was it.
That was it.
Yep.
Right, and right after he in her, he said, "Oh, by the way, I got a girlfriend," and she stabbed his. Yeah, he knows how to pick them.
Why would this girl attack you, by the way?
I have no clue. They
Y'all
saying
had
that
some type of relationship.
we ain't had no relationship.
We was getting along fine. She was me. Everything was cool, and all of a sudden the just went crazy and stabbed me. It was beyond my comprehension. I have no idea.
Relationship.
Maury.
So a random girl.
Maury, I know
Are
this.
you
I've
gonna
known
come up
this.
here and attack
Let
him?
him
You
talk.
don't know him.
Let him
Right?
talk.
Right? A random girl. A random girl.
I love this guy. I love him.
That is not how it played out.
Nah,
it
nah.
all played out.
It's
I
nothing
met
like
her online a couple times.
On a what? On a what? A dating site?
Da-da.
On the
But I didn't have
POS
sex
tag?
with
Which
her.
one?
I got Earl from her.
Or
We
she's
wound
oral.
up going to the store, came back,
And she just attacked you.
and she stabbed me.
And she just attacked you.
And as I felt the stab in my arm, I got up. And as I got
The
up, I got hit in
stabbed
my
him.
lungs. Right. So I started losing, my oxygen. And I could not, I couldn't do nothing. So I kicked open the
This was bad, boy. She don't care about me, so
door and I ran to the nearest street that I could.
Right.
And from there, and her saying that, she's saying that she went through my phone as I was in a hospital, which is a lie.
Right.
I didn't have no type of devices whatsoever. in the
I hit
hospital.
that boy.
You have a tablet?
No.
Did you switch jobs so you could get away from her, so you could be free and mess around?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there you go. At least he's honest.
Not to mess around.
You just did-
Not to mess around, but
watched me too much. She
24/7.
followed me
That's
around.
it.
I'm watching
Constant.
you.
I'm cleaning
Constant.
I'm doing
Constant.
my job and she
That's
watching.
that.
Like,
Keep him under the
Details.
thumb.
I'm not watching you.
Motherfucker gonna be good to me.
She too much. That's why I do it. That's why I
You
do
don't,
it.
because you don't never be where you say you at. That's why.
And finally, how come you just dropped her off when she had to go to the hospital?
I honestly don't know. 'Cause
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember dropping her off.
Well, guess what? I got the results right here.
And I want to know
You gotta love it. What was he gonna do? He's not a doctor, right? You need a doctor. What am I gonna do? You want me to sit out in the waiting room? What good is that? Go ahead. Here's the results. Now, here we go, folks. What do you think? You think he's going to pass? Huh? I don't even know what the hell they're going to ask him that he hasn't already, admitted to. He gave her STDs. He's getting from other girls. He left the job to get away from her. Like, what else are you going to ask this guy that he hasn't already copped to? And she's still okay with it. He's admitted to all this stuff. And she's like, yeah, well, if he doesn't pass, we're going to break up. Like, I don't understand. What more is there? How many bricks need to fall on your head before you realize you got to get the out of the way?
We're in your relationship with April. Have you slept with a woman you met on social media?
God, no.
You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I'm shocked. Really? And this is it. And look how surprised she is. Like, how the is she? She doesn't seem stupid. She seems like an intelligent woman. Really? Really? You lied? Well, isn't that why you're here?
Did you sleep with a woman who was dancing half naked in the video that April
of course
found on
not.
your phone?
Of course not.
You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I'm shocked. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's so untrustworthy. Up until now, I was on his side. Look, she's going to vomit.
April.
And again, these lie detector tests, and I say this all the time, they're not 100%, but they are. Like, these guys, you know it. Like, you know it. I don't even need a lie detector test. I can look at this guy, talk to him for 5 minutes, and I tell you, he's lying. Like, but because he's also being honest. He was very honest. He came out here and says, I've been cheating on you. Got an STD, some girls. You didn't get an STD from that. He was, come on. She stabbed him when she found out he had a girlfriend. I guarantee that's what it was about. I don't like you. I don't want to tell that story because it doesn't put me in a very good light. But let's just say my answer was, I don't even like you. Forget about love. And there was a situation before that. Anyway.
April, come here.
I know he failed all of them.
Of course he failed all of them. You
When
knew
April's
that before you
grandmother
came here.
passed away, Jay, did you ignore her phone calls and text messages because you were sleeping with another woman? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
You think? Again, he's not a doctor or a mortician. Her grandmother passed away. There's nothing he can do about that. What's he gonna do? He's not putting her in the ground.
But you was gonna pass though, right?
While April
was gonna pass though, right?
While April was in the hospital getting the DNC surgery, did you go on dating websites to try to meet up with another woman? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Which, look, and again, in fairness to him, now she's getting a DNC, which is a horrible, horrible procedure. All right, and I don't want to belittle it, but obviously the was going to be out of operation for at least 2 weeks. You got to give the guy some credit here. Come on, what's a man to do? Man's got needs.
Man, you're so weak. You're a clown.
You a clown? Yes, he
Your
is.
relationship with April, did you sleep with a woman who attacked you last year? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Did we not see this one coming, people? What I wanted them to do was get him to admit why she attacked him, because that story would definitely be worth another video. Just why the stabbed him. And by the way, I don't mean that she was I used that word, and I guess I shouldn't. I should watch it. I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying I'm using the vernacular that I'm sure is in his mind at the time is the reason I use that.
Come here. April.
I feel for this lady. Come on, honey. You knew this was going to happen. Oh, there's Ralph. That's never good. That's never good. When you see Ralph come, that's honey, he's been doing it to you all along. He failed everyone I had. That's the same thing when they do these, we have to tell you secrets. I love that too. And I got to find a couple of the good ones to do because it always starts out the same way. Turn to her and tell her the secret. And it always starts out with this, honey, you know I love you, right? And right there, the shit's about to go downhill fast. Here we go. Here comes Ralph to break her heart even further.
Okay, here's Ralph. April.
You failed every question.
April, not only that, April, but he's got like 4 children out there with 3 different women that he had while he was with you.
Thing I did when you went to your grandma's funeral was talking to people. I never had sex with no female.
Honey, I never had sex with no. Look, I never done it. Dude. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, but that was doing a.
And what about with your?
Ralph is like, dude, you failed. You failed.
What about when you went to visit your child?
I don't have that type of relationship with my baby mom to even.
But you say that you had intercourse with her though.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
What's intercourse? But you ain't do it.
She didn't touch me. I didn't touch her. We didn't lay together. We didn't kiss.
No, technically, he had a condom on. So technically, he didn't touch her.
Welcome, everyone, to my official.
And that's it. And here we go again. And there's the conclusion. Maybe this girl gets out of this. Maybe she doesn't. Hopefully she does. Hopefully she realizes her own self-worth and is able to move on from this. But unfortunately, people run into these same relationships over and over and over again. You know, the people are exactly the same. They just have different faces and names to tell them apart, you know? And she'll keep doing this. And again, this is the way you lead a mediocre life, is to keep making these horrible, horrible decisions with your mates. And people, don't sell yourself short, men and women. And you see it all the time in these things. Because this is true too, is that a giver will always find a taker, and a taker will always find a giver. Right? And it isn't until we get healthy, right, that we start to have some emotional health and some spiritual health, that we start to look for people where we can both give and take from one another. And we enter into a true partnership where it's not all about what's in it for me and what can I get. For me, being in a relationship where I have to worry about where you are every minute of the day, who you're with, what you're doing behind my back, I'm going to get an STD from you. Like that's it. You show up with an STD and we're done. Like there's nothing else to talk about. And go through that pain right then, because if you don't go through it then, it's only going to get worse. Because down the road, when it keeps happening, because then the mantra becomes, well, I've forgiven you so many times. Why do you keep doing this to me? Well, you keep doing it because you keep accepting it. And that's the fact, right? Nip it in the bud. Because trust me, down the road, it's just going to be worse. And it only gets harder as it goes on. Because eventually, you pop out a kid, you pop out another kid, you pop out another kid, right? And you're still not married or anything like that. There's no actual commitment on anybody's part. You're just having children, which should be the be-all, end-all in commitments. But it's not. It's not. And we'll watch another one. I want to thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Dwight Gillespie. The other channel is Change Your Life. Please head over there and check it out. We talk about a lot of these things without the videos. Cleaner language. I know some of you like that. We get complaints about language. That's what it is. This is trash TV, and we use trash language, and that's what I do. Sorry if you don't like it, but by all means, don't let it stop you from subscribing and liking. Anyway. This is the book. It's called Price Tags. There's a price to be paid for everything we do or do not do in life, and that's what that's about. My name is Dwight Gillespie. I'm your host. Please just keep checking us out, all right? And thank you very much. Have a wonderful week. Be well. God bless. Bye.